2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have my mate Rich Beam beside me. And Rich, as this next player begins their round, what do you think of their chances here today?
Right now, he's not got the victory secured, but a good final round here could see him into the winner's circle.
Let's get down to the action. Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range. Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Not a bad line, this. And down she goes.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
He's in a share of 5th position. Here they are, full of confidence on the next tee, coming off the eagle.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
This one from about 160 yards out.
They've decided to club up.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Little birdie look in here.
This one's dialed in. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. He finds himself currently tied for 5th. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Birdie at the last hole. Can he make it 2 in a row?
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Playing within their comfort zone there. What's in front of them, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Tracking. Oh, how about that one?
Luke, I don't know if you know this or not, but nothing rolls like a ball.
He's currently tied for 5th. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Attaboy, good shot. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Oh, so close. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Big putt for par coming up. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. We have a par 4 on this one.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
This is a nice confidence booster. Downhill green, club down.
Great looking shot this. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. Oh, a 12-footer. Love to make a few of these today. Ooh. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. It's time for a one-shotter.
What an incredible design this is, and it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Now this is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. And with that, that's their 4th birdie.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
is currently tied for 4th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Second shot here on the 8th. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Ooh, that almost went down. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
This one is right down the pipe. Outstanding approach shot.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
On a nice line.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Look, they're in the top 10, and they're actually making a really nice push up this leaderboard. Let's see how they play over this final 9 holes.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
And this putt to move into the top 5. Ooh, right by the hole. This putt is of 9 feet. Looks good off the blade. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. He finds himself in a share of 8th. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
A quality shot, that. And he's down there. You got to read.
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
This one's looking good.
That's frustrating. It's just about 3 feet away. Job done. Let's head to the next. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. A long par 4 this hole.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
From about 130 yards here. And choosing the 8-iron here. Quality shot, that one. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Terrific shot, and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Just didn't drop. A par putt awaits. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Oh, well done. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
And from around 135 yards,
going with the 8-iron here. This looks to be heading to the green. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Just 10 feet to the cup here. This one's online. That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. He's currently sharing 8th position. We have a par 3 on this one.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Needs to make a move soon. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Setting up here, coming off a run of birdies.
Oh, no better feeling than to finish the round off with a bunch of birdies. Let's see if they can keep up for the next couple holes.
They get a little ground draw here. That was a beauty. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
So far, so good.
And that'll bring his tournament to a close.